Hey, I'm Scott, and I'm an American in Bangkok. I got a letter. You could call this a letter, I guess. It's actually an email. It comes from my man Carl. Carl, for those of you who have watched my previous videos and streams, you may remember Carl is a guy who had never left the United States, and he decided to come out for a visit and tootle around Southeast Asia for a bit. He went to Cambodia, stayed in Cambodia for a while, then came over to Thailand, visited with me, and made the rounds. Rode on the back of a motorcycle taxi for the first time in his life and had a great old time. But he wrote me the other day, and he said, until I met and talked with you, I didn't realize all that you do or all that goes into what you do, and I know I'm not the brightest / smartest guy, but I bet a lot of people who watch don't get it or know about the work / equipment / money / time and effort you put in. I think that's true of anybody who does YouTube. I think most people don't really realize that unless you're sitting in front of the camera sometimes, and even then it gets to be a bit tedious at times. But if you're going out, it is quite a bit of effort to lug around gear and to get everything done that you want to do. But let me go on here. I'm still amazed and don't know how you stream, take video, and pictures all at the same time. I don't know if explaining this to your regulars would help fund your expeditions, but I would love to know what and where you would go if money wasn't such a big issue. I really enjoyed watching your Hong Kong streams and look forward to hearing what you have to say about what's going on there now, because I haven't seen or heard anything about Hong Kong on any of the news channels, just Malin Media. He's referring to me. In case you're wondering, they're out of Florida and have a press card to prove it. You're a very creative guy, started your own YouTube channel, doing what you want to do, going places you want to go, or feel you need to go to take pictures, videos, streams. I think that's awesome, and you're awesome for doing it. Making your own path, business, whatever you want to call it. On top of that, you help strangers with their questions, travel stuff, and or arrangements. And I notice how well you have treated people you have photographed or just walked by on the streets. When you do that, it stands out to me because I don't see many people doing it, and it's something I've been trying to work on, just being more friendly, helpful, courteous to strangers. Anyway, just wanted to say hi and see what you're up to. I know you're not crazy about the peace and love signs, but I like using them. Take care, Scott. Peace is cool, man. You know, peace is cool. Love is cool. It's all good. Getting back to his comments and his question, I mean, I obviously appreciate letters like this, hearing things like this. This is nice. As far as the streams, videos, and photos, it is difficult at times. When you're in a situation like I was in Hong Kong, where I would be streaming, and yet I still wanted to get some video footage, and I wanted to take photos because that was the main objective. Sometimes something's got to give. And when you're under pressure and you got the cops marching down the street or they're shooting tear gas, obviously that's not very easy. It makes it a little bit more difficult. But there have been many times I've been in Myanmar, I've been in Cambodia, I've been throughout Thailand, wherever I've been, and I'm thinking to myself, how am I going to do this? It's difficult enough to shoot video and to take photos. That can be very difficult. That can be a pain. You have to prioritize. But when you add in streaming, and people are waiting for you at a certain time, you say, I'm going to stream at 10 o'clock. And you start streaming, and all of a sudden you're like, oh, these would make some great photos. So usually I'm streaming on my iPhone 8 Plus. I'm shooting photos on my Fuji X-T3. Fuji's a great camera. They got great lenses. Very good. But this X-T3 also shoots great videos. So sometimes what I will do, and sometimes what I have done, is I'll have a monopod or a tripod. I put that on top of, I mount the Fuji on top of it. Then I have a little bracket, a little male, male screw that goes into something that holds my camera, a little C-mount or whatever that holds my iPhone. And so what that allows me to do is shoot video with the camera and to take photos, and also to live stream with my phone. So let's say I finished my live stream. Well, I may shoot video with my iPhone, and at the same time, I'm taking photos with my camera. I have them mounted on top. I have the iPhone mounted on top of the Fuji. So I do that sometimes. Sometimes I just wing it. I've got the Osmo gimbal in one hand with my iPhone in the hand, and then I also have my camera around my neck. So I'll shoot photos with the camera, I'll shoot video or stream with the iPhone on the gimbal. And sometimes what I'll do is I'll put the gimbal down, put the iPhone down, and it streams, and then I'll take photos. Sometimes, I mean, you know, it's a juggling act, and basically it's about priorities. It's about what do you want to do right at that moment. Most of the time, it's not. It's a bit of a pain because you're juggling from one hand to the other, but you know, you got to do it, and so that's what you do. As far as where I would go if money were no object, I've wanted to go to the Congo in Central Africa for a number of years, and money is really the only thing holding me back, because it is quite expensive to go there and to stay there and to go around. And I know a few people who either lived there or who live there now. The people who live there now, they might help me get to my hotel or something, or go out to lunch with me or whatever, but they're not going to go around with me to different places. And in some areas, say in the Congo, Burundi, Central African Republic, some of these places are quite dangerous, and I may stick out like a sore thumb. So it would be beneficial for me to have a local there helping me, and then guess what? You're going to have to pay for that. So it's all expensive. That's Africa, because I haven't been to Africa, and I really want to go there. I've wanted to go there for a long time. However, I still have never been to Italy. Italy's a place I'd like to go. Switzerland is a place I'd like to go. Maybe the Amazon in, say, Brazil. I'd like to go there. There are a few places that I would like to go. Most of the places that I wanted to go, I went to. And some of the places, like I wanted to go to Cambodia, and little did I know that I would end up going to Cambodia over and over and over and over again. Every 3-4 months, I'd want to get out of Thailand, and I'd say, go there for a weekend. Go there for a weekend, and I'd go, stay a couple extra days. I'd end up staying there for a week. Or maybe after I hadn't been anywhere in 6 months, and I'd go, I'm going to go there for a few months. Now I haven't been there for a while, but last year I went to Bangladesh, I went to Vietnam, I went several places in Thailand, and then where else did I go? Hong Kong. Went to Hong Kong 4 times, went to Vietnam once, went to Bangladesh once, and I went to a couple places outside of Bangkok in Thailand. So I did my fair share of traveling. It's not always easy, but it's always nice to get emails from a subscriber who appreciates your works, and I really appreciate that. So thank you very much, Carl. Hopefully you'll make it back here real soon. I know you said you were talking about getting back, but thank you very much. And please click like, please click subscribe, leave a comment on where you'd like to go if money wasn't an object, because I always like to know these things. Aside from that, I can't think of too many other places, but that's about it. So until next time, I'm Scott. I'm an American in Bangkok. Chok di, let jerk en mai.